Hello, what's up, guys? You're welcome to Forex CMC Trading on YouTube. Now, in today's episode, I'll be bringing you my US30 and NASDAQ strategy. You can use this strategy to trade all indices, right? You can use to trade S&P 500. You can use to trade all other indices, right, in the market. Okay, so in this strategy, it's very simple and straightforward. That is, I will beg you to just pay attention because I'll be using this strategy and I'll be having massive results on it. Some of you that are in my Facebook community and my Telegram community, you've seen my result on NASDAQ. That I jokingly said one day that you guys should call me king of US30. So if you are not in my Telegram community, this is it. Recently, I was due to some demands, some persons were saying that I should, try and have a community where I share my trade ideas. So that is the reason for me creating this community here on Telegram. So the link is in the description below. And if you've not subscribed to this channel, guys, so kindly subscribe, turn on the post notification bell as we head straight to this video. Now, the first thing here is that there are conditions for using this strategy, right? So the first one is you must know the trend of the market, or you must know market structure. All right, is the market bullish or bearish? Some weeks ago, I dealt extensively on market structure. So if you've not watched that video, kindly watch it. I will attach the link to this video. Kindly watch it, or just go to my playlist and you will see one of my playlists, Smart Money Concept. You see market structure, basic and advanced market structure, right? So having said that, guys, the second thing you look out for is that you must look for this setup during New York Stock Exchange open, right? And we know that the New York Stock Exchange opens I'll be using Nigeria time, so opens by 2:30 p.m. Nigerian time, right? So this changes though when there is a daylight shift in the New York, it will change to 3:30, right? I think that happened around November or so. So you look for this setup around, personally, I will always look at the setup from 2 o'clock, right? From 2 o'clock, I start, analyzing my chart, trying to look at the trend of the market, trying to see, okay, what are the possible, what should I be looking at for? Is it to buy or to sell, right? So you must make sure it is during the New York Stock Exchange open. I don't trade indices in London session, right? I only trade it when the New York Stock Exchange is open because it is at that time that the volume actually come to the market. So that is that. Then second thing is there are key terms we use, just two, basically, just two, as simple as that, just two basic terms, right? So please pay attention. Now, the first is the buy side liquidity. I've dealt extensively on this, but for the purpose of this video, I will just explain it again. Buy side liquidity is the liquidity in the market that is generated by sellers with the intention to be taken by buyers, right? So let's say, for example, you have a structure like this, right? We know that this is liquidity here. We have double top there, right? So this is buy side liquidity because this liquidity is generated by sellers, right? Then with the intention to be taken by what? Buyers. So when price comes here like this, which creates a triple top, then and price rate this is what? A buy side liquidity. Vice versa for a sell side liquidity. So let's just quickly capture that. So for the purpose of definition or clarity, a sell side liquidity is the liquidity that is generated by buyers with the intention to be taken by sellers, right? It's generated by buyers. So that means when we have something like this, let's say we have something like this, the intention is for this liquidity to be taken by sellers. So this is a double bottom here, so we expect price to come down to read it and move to whatever direction that our market structure tells us, right? So those are the two basic terms. So having said this, let's quickly jump to this chart and see how to apply this in real time, right? So I will give you the first live example here. So you can see this is First off, we identify the market structure. So we can tell that this market is bullish. How? Low, high, higher low, higher high, right? Like that. So it has made a higher high here. So what are we looking for? First and foremost, we want to identify. We've already identified that the market is bullish, right? Then the next thing we take note of is to look for place of obvious liquidity, right? Obvious liquidity, like I told you, can be previous hour high or low, previous daily high or low. So if you look at this, we can agree that liquidity is resting here, right? This is we can call this the sell side. This is the sell side liquidity. Very simple concept and very powerful concept as we will soon see. Very powerful concept. So then here is our buy side. Let me just grab these two quickly. You can take this buy side liquidity, right? And by the way, by way of extension, when you have all these weeks are liquidity, right? All these weeks they are liquidity. So these are the two liquidity level. You must have this. This is what I do when it's 2 o'clock Nigerian time. Okay, this is what I look out for. Right, this is what I look out for. I look at two liquidity level that the market is to take. So having done this now, the next thing I do is I don't take this trade on a higher time frame. Though we know that okay, there is another block here, smart money cube. I will soon deal with other block. So right now we know there is another block here. And there's another block here too, right? So I don't just enter this trade on a higher time frame. What I do is this is 1 hour time frame. So I will simply go to 1 minute time frame and look for something very important, right? I will look for something very important. And what is that? I will look for market to sweep this low. Let me draw this to understand so that you understand. Now, if I have seen my buy side liquidity and my sell side liquidity, what I do is I wait for market to come and raid this sell side. That is, if I'm looking to buy, right, I wait for market to raid this sell side. Then if this is 1 hour time frame, like I did just now, go to 1 minute time frame, right? Then I'm going to look for something very important in 1 minute time frame. I'm going to look for market structure shift, right? Or some people can call it change of character, right? So I'll look for something like this telling me that okay, market has moved. Now another thing I'll look out for is very key. Another thing I look out for is the presence of an IPA, that is imbalance price action, which is also called FVG. That is, I'll look for imbalance price action because if this move is going to buy up, it should be very, very strong. It should be a very strong bullish candle, right? Creating an imbalance. So what am I waiting for? I'll wait for price. After this market structure shift has happened here, I'll wait for price to come to that imbalance, right? Then I will buy up and take my profits at this buy side liquidity, right? So read this sell side entry, then take my profit at the buy side liquidity. As simple as this, guys. As simple as this. So now let's see this example now. Let's see. Good. You see that now. Price has raided this. Price has raided this. Remember, this was this line here is our sell side liquidity, right, on our H1 time frame. So what are we going to look out for? Like I did explain, I'll be looking out for market structure shift or change of character. Okay. Now look at this again. Let me just one more. Okay. You see this very powerful concept. You have to train your eyes to be able to see this. You see, let me just zoom out so that you see what happened here. Something very, very key happened. Let me zoom out. Something key happened here. Look at this push up. This is high, low, right? I use my candle body. High, low, right? If you watch ICT, it will tell you the three candlesticks that make up a high. That is, you see this week is higher than this other week. That is three candlesticks. So we'll look at, maybe subsequent video, we'll look at that. Now you see this imbalance created here. This imbalance created here. So that is where I will be targeting to enter. That's why I will enter my trade. Then with my stop loss below the low, then my take profit will be here. So let's do that quickly. I will long from here, stop loss below the low, targeting this high. So let's see this. Let's say this. So okay, you see that now. Price, price has already tagged us in. So let's see how this plays out. Remember all I said, you look for it during New York Stock Exchange open. Let me just play it fast. You see this. Let's just watch it. Just watch what price it consolidated for a while. That's why you have to be patient. Consolidated and consolidated and consolidated, and okay, let me just increase the time frame so that we save time. Let me just go to 5 minutes. Right, so that to be a bit fast. Okay, so let's go. So this consolidated, this is 1:4 trade. Okay, you see that now. Beautiful trade. You see this, right? Let me just go to 15 minutes time frame so that we'll contract the data. You see this very beautiful trade. So this is how you trade indices, guys. It's as simple as that. This is how you trade indices. Let me try and show you some of the trades I took, right, using this strategy. You see this now. You see this was NASDAQ. You see my look at this imbalance here. That was where I entered. Very timely, because price has raided buy side liquidity, and this mark here was a sell side liquidity. This one was also another sell side liquidity. So I was aiming for this, right? This place is 1:2. So that was that. You see the same thing here. You see where I entered here, there was an imbalance. The price already rated buy side. I was seeking to sell, like that. Same thing here. You see I entered off this imbalance. So it's a very simple strategy, guys. It's a very simple strategy. So like I said, if you've not subscribed to my this channel, kindly subscribe. If you've not in my Telegram community where I share my trade updates, I just started this week, right? Sharing. I was once doing free signal there, but I just left for a while. So if you are not there, I just resume posting my trade ideas there. So if you are not there, please kindly do that. Thanks for watching this video. Cheers and God bless you.